of Khalistani ideologue outside the court in Amritsar. Protests there erupt as Amritpal taken to court. Backers demand scrapping of FIR against Amritpal. Supporters now on a complete rampage in Amritsar. Here, huge ruckus that we see there in Amritsar as we see visuals of Khalistani supporters and the Khalistani ideologue itself outside court. Protests erupting as Amritpal has been taken to court. Backers now demanding the scrapping of FIR against Amritpal.
ਵੱਡੇ ਕਾਫਲੇ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਅਜਨਾਲਾ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਹੁੰਚੇ ਸਨ ਪਰ ਇਹ ਤਸਵੀਰਾਂ ਅਜਨਾਲਾ ਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਪੁਲਿਸ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਰੋਕਣ ਦੀ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਉਹ ਕੀਤੀ ਗਈ ਸੀ ਪਰ ਸੰਗਤ ਇੱਥੇ
Kamaljeet Sandhu joining us live. Kamaljeet, a quick word. Amritpal Singh, it appears, has yet again given warnings to Prime Minister Modi, Home Minister Amit Shah, etc. All sorts of things that were said. He's now been taken to court and we see a huge sea of Khalistani supporters there, we believe, who have come out right outside court in Amritsar condemning this, the fact that Amritpal Singh has been taken in.
You know, the leader of Punjab, Warasdi, has been in the eye of storm for quite some time in Punjab, and specifically there have been several quarters who've been raising demand for his arrest. But this particular instance is of beating up of a Gursikh, after which his associates were arrested. He was calling for questioning by the Ajnala police, and obviously a lot of supporters gathered there. Now there seems to be a difference as far as the centre and the state have been approaching this particular case, because many feel that he's openly propagating Khalistan and making pro-Khalistan statements and he should have been nipped in the bud. However, Punjab police has had a record which they believe that there's been no concrete case. But yes, specifically in this particular matter, he's been called in and being taken to the court. But what is important and significant is the sort of gathering. Now, many believe that the same mistakes as was done in the case of Bhinderwala should not be done. That if he is arrested and there is some case done against him, that there could be a rise in popularity. But just going by the merits of the case, but remember, as far as violations are concerned, whether it is flouting weapons, whether it is flouting norms, there have been several of the statements. The latest statement which was made in Amritsar by him, where he did make some comparison, drawing in with Indira Gandhi taking steps to prevent Khalistan, and then obviously drawing in Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Home Minister Amit Shah, saying that they can try their best, but if they are propagating, if there are people within the country who are propagating Hindu Rashtra, so what is wrong with Khalistan? So he has been making very insinuating statements. These are provocative in nature. There have been obviously a lot of questions being raised as to what sort of action Punjab police wants to do. On several times, Punjab government has been questioned about it. But meanwhile, it does seem that with Amritpal, there is a kid's glove treatment as far as this particular leader is concerned. But clearly, a point is obviously about the law and order situation. Punjab police would not want matters to escalate, but also keeping in mind the sensitivities of the case. The questioning has to be done, and a line has to be drawn as to how much a person can really be allowed to get away with.
You know, but little did we think that Khalistan, the concept of Khalistan has this kind of support in Punjab. Look at the numbers there, Kamaljeet. Huge numbers of people there who have landed up at that Amritsar court, and all of them demanding for a separate country. That seems to be their premise. Tell us a little more about the kind of support that they're, or the momentum that they're gaining for their demand.
You know, Amritpal, who recently got married, he had come from Dubai and had been gaining popularity, especially on the social media platforms. So there have been several people who have given him that sort of importance. But a lot of people have shown skepticism because he has made some provocative statements, whether it is regarding the Gurdwaras, whether it is regarding Khalistan. So there have been contrary views on him. But yes, as far as Punjab police is concerned, and we've seen over a few matters, one, a concrete FIR against him, something which seems to be lacking in any particular case. But here, Ajnala police definitely has called him, especially in regards to beating up of a person, how seriously they want to take it. Because remember, As far as the centre is concerned, as far as intelligence agencies are concerned, they've already taken note, and obviously many feel that these kind of provocative statements should not be lightly taken. There should be action taken against him, especially when it came to statesman, when he was drawing in comparison as to what really happened with Indira Gandhi, an experiment which can be taken by the centre, something which has obviously not gone down very well. But clearly there are red lines, red flags just about everywhere as far as Amrit Pal is concerned, whether it's regarding his organization, the sort of support that he carries. But clearly, as far as the youngsters are concerned, there seems to be a certain traction in certain segments and pockets, and that was really the worry is that whether if he is arrested will give him and he will gain more popularity, or whether this can actually all be nipped in the bud and strict action should be taken, because remember, the law is equal for all citizens.
Right. What is the Punjab government really saying to all of this? This is, of course, huge embarrassment to the Aam Aadmi Party, as they're seeing this Khalistani movement itself brewing within their own state, and AAP has just taken over in the state, and under their eyes we see this kind of support for the Khalistan movement. Is there anything that the Punjab government has said or reacted with this regard so far?
Well, the opposition has been gunning for the Bhagwant Mann government for quite some time, saying, and whether it's the BJP or for that matter the Shiromani Akali Dal, the others, many of them. But clearly on the matter of Amrit Pal, maybe not many of them have really spoken out. But when it comes to the merits of the case, obviously many people feel that this is a situation which could nearly slip. And remember, Punjab being a very important border state, and even when Captain Amrinder Singh was the Chief Minister, and we've seen whether it's the drone activity, whether it is about the gangster terror network, and we've seen NIA swoop in and obviously carry out multiple raids. But the fact is that can a person be allowed to make these speeches, try to provoke and obviously try to garner public support of this kind? But definitely there is many of them also talking about experts who say that there is a leeway because there is insinuation, but to pin him down, one would really require a very solid case against him. But at this point of time, remember, the tensions are clearly rising, and it is up to Punjab police whether it is to douse the fire or whether it is to ensure that proper justice is done in each and every case. Even remember when there was killing of the right-wing person, and this was done way back a couple of months ago, there were questions raised as to how the Khalistani movement could be reviving right back here in Punjab, and which seems to be a key cause of concern, that Pakistan, who's trying to fish in troubled waters, we've seen Ludhiana blast take place, we've seen the RPG attack take place. So there is a tentative feeling that there could be a situation where things could slip out of hand. But meanwhile, Punjab police has obviously shown confidence, and we've seen multiple agencies take note of things. They have been doing a counter, and in fact on Wednesday itself there was a huge CASO operations which were carried out with multiple officers, and we also saw on that particular day the NIA raids were done on the gangster terror network case. So there is a thing, but yes, when it comes to a person who is the center of controversy, sort of strict action, and that kind of a leadership call has to be taken by the Punjab government and in particular by Punjab police.